Hello everybody, WD21 checking in. And yeah, I'm a little tired, long day at work, but got home, did a little washing on the green truck. I'm driving that for the rest of the week. I'm excited. The weather's going to be kind of decent, so it's nice to be able to sit in that one and drive it around. Let's talk about this one. All right, I rolled the cab right off. Once you cut most of it off, it's pretty lightweight, so no big deal there. Let's talk about the rear end on this truck, because you drift truck guys may be interested in this. For one, it's a full frame, so if you're looking to building a truck, obviously if you're looking to build a hard body truck, from here all the way forward is exactly the same as a Nissan hardbody. So you can put a cab on this and have yourself a Pathfinder pickup rather easily. From this point here back, it's close, but it's different. And this is the main difference. Let's go over what we got here. We have got coil springs instead of leaf springs. We have 4-link. So you've got 2 links up here, and then you have got your links back here as well. So there's your 4-link, already done, factory done. It has a rear sway bar already, factory rear sway bar. And this is the best, a factory pan hard bar. So all you guys looking into swapping over rear ends from like 240SXs onto your truck, I know this is not an independent rear suspension, but for something that came factory as a truck, this is pretty much most of the difficult work's been done. Look at how much room you have to lower. There's more than a hand's width of space between this bracket right here and the top of the spring, or the top of the bump stop there, or what should be a bump stop. Oh, let's see what else we have got. I apologize, I'm being eaten alive by bugs out here. This already comes with a V6. But these Pathfinders did come as 4 cylinders too, so I believe you're going to find the mounting holes for the 4-cylinder engine mounts also in there. You can easily turn this into a 2-wheel drive. Just pull this tranny out, pull this front drive shaft out right here, pull the front hubs, pull the front diff, and obviously pull the transfer case, and you have a pre-runner style frame. These trucks came with 460 gears and 437s on an H233B. These also came available with limited slip. I do not believe this truck has limited slip though. This was an XE. I believe if you found an SE that you would have your limited slip. Adjustable torsion bars. Now, you may have to index them to lower a 4-wheel drive frame, but it's possible. The rallycross truck that I have has been lowered using torsion bars, and obviously it's got flipped over 3-inch lift arms. So yeah, I'm going to do a flyover. You guys can see, oh, 2 other things. One, the fuel tank's already in the back, in the center. Not like the pickup truck where it's over here. And when you fill it up, the truck will lean. Get that hard body lean. It is dead center right here. Also, it is boxed in. So this frame is, I think this frame is leaps and bounds better than the pickup truck frame just because of this. Plus, they didn't use funky brackets. This is round tube. So you really could make anything work on this just by welding some new brackets on. But, you know, if you guys are looking for an inexpensive route to make a quote-unquote sport truck, the Pathfinder you may want to consider. Just chop the body off of it and put a hard body cab on it, and automatically it's a pickup truck. Then all you gotta do is build yourself a box that uses the existing mounts. I don't know how far off these mounts are from my pickup truck box. I've not tried. But then again, companies like Hanneman offer fiberglass fenders or fiberglass box sides for these things. You can make your own box. Then you could really put any engine you want in this thing. Just make the mounts. You could LS this thing. You could, you know, do a Toyota straight 6 in this thing. There's all kinds of things you can do to it. You can keep it a V6. You can put the 3.3 in it. I mean, there's just so many different options once you clean the body out and give yourself the room. So that's where I'm at on this project right now. I think my next move, because the weather's going to be nice for the next couple days, my next move is going to be removing this transmission, removing the exhaust. Remember, I'm going to probably be doing everything custom on this thing, so the more I get out of the way now, the easier it's going to be for me to move this when it's time to put it into my buddy's garage over the winter. Gonna sandblast it. Obviously, I've sprayed it with some rust converter. I'm glad that this Pathfinder was not up in the state of New York for too long, because this frame is in remarkable shape. The body was actually in remarkable shape, but I didn't want to deal with it. I'm not an SUV guy. I'm a pickup truck guy. Knowing what I know about this thing, I think I'm going to be way happier with it as a pickup truck. I think it's just going to be, the cool factor is just going to be way, way higher. So, let's review. Boxed in frame. Center mounted fuel tank. 4-link suspension with coil springs, pan hard bar, and rear sway bar. Adjustable suspension with torsion bars, just like a 2-wheel drive, just, you know, more geared towards being taller, but you could, technically with the right size tires, you could get this frame much closer to the ground. You could run a tire very similar to my red truck. This truck here and my red truck have the same gears. They both have 437s. So I could put Red's rear tires on this thing, Red's motor in this thing, and probably get the same performance out of this with maybe a little bit better handling. Who knows? As long as I'm running a shorter tire, I can bring the RPMs up. But this is going to be 4-wheel drive, so I'm not taking all that out of this. But the option's there. I could go and pull the front diff and pull the front axles and lighten it up that way. Put a 2-wheel drive transmission, even do an LS on it. Drop the body on it and have a crazy Pathfinder pickup truck LS configuration real quick. I mean, I haven't done it, but it seems like it would be entirely possible. And since I have this bird's eye view of the entire frame on this truck, I figured now would be a good time to plant seeds in people's brains. You know, maybe this could be something that has been overlooked. I mean, this is definitely not something you see on a pickup truck every day. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments about this. I'm just continuing to just pluck things off of it until it's pretty much bare. I mean, I'm not going to pull the rear axle yet. All this stuff is going to get addressed, or I'm going to eventually do poly bushings on it, but that's stage one, is turning it into the truck that I see in my head and getting the engine and transmission set in with the clutch, flywheel, pressure plate, get all that set on the frame, get the body on the frame, and then I will start working on plumbing it and getting it running. And then after it's running and driving under its own power, then we'll fine tune the rear end. lift it a little bit, you know, get it running, get it driving under its own power. So yeah, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We're very close to 1,400 subscribers. That's just mind-boggling. Who would have thought that I would ever achieve that? And I'm thankful and grateful, and you know, I'm going to continue to bring you guys content, especially now that I've got another new project, Pathfinder pickup. I think this is going to be interesting. And yeah, before I go, this is what's left of the body. So at some point in the next few, I'll be taking the old Sawzall to it and chopping it up into little bits and taking it across the scales. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Have a nice night. There's a quick last flyover without my yakety yak. Have a nice night.